Why is Tesla failing in China? Tesla is down on all metrics in China. This downturn has nothing to do with Elon Musk's politics, to a very high degree. But there is a historical reason why Tesla is not just experiencing a downturn but will continue to do so in the Chinese market. Let us take out the usual suspect. Tesla is down because they have no new car in the market, and they have been consistent in not producing new cars to match with marketing and production trend within the local Chinese market. This is a very good reason. It is a good reason because Tesla is operating in China based on trends and a marketing and product philosophy that is based on their worldview. And to be less charitable to Tesla, this philosophy of theirs is based on a narrower US-based view than the world. Tesla is like a US pop star, but unlike actual US pop stars who by default set the trend at their leisure, Tesla had gone past its prime in a nation like China that has a plethora of producers doing wonders and competing amongst themselves. Their refusal to compete and be like other competitors in China has effectively alienated them and will continue to do so, but this is not the real reason Tesla is failing in China. The real reason Tesla is failing by design in China. The very purpose of Tesla being allowed into China in the first place has been achieved and indeed, surpassed. China wanted a demonstrator. They wanted someone that would come in and be the live tech demonstrator. They already knew where they were headed and set the bait for Tesla to bite. It was a juicy bait, a large footprint in a market where you will enjoy a unique monopoly. It worked. Tesla had its large footprint and its monopoly. But the reverse also worked. Everything you see now going on in the EV market in China and their current and potential impact on the world as well as on China stocks and the country's wealth is because Tesla bit that bait. Will China then kill off Tesla? No need, market forces is already doing that for them, and Tesla had not woken up to smell the coffee. They thought China was the place to be but really did not know that China is the place to be. China has successfully used Tesla. There is no turning back the EV market in China and its drive to the world. Thank you, Tesla. Thank you, Musk. Is there really a way out for Tesla? Yes. But they now have to do the work. For instance, they can decide to start competing in China with only the China view in mind and either forget about the world or make sure that Tesla China is doing its thing aside from Tesla America. Look at it as two separate companies and start competing in China like you are one of the boys. What is BYD doing? Do same. What about Xiaomi, Huawei and the rest? Compete. Let Tesla China do China the way other companies in China are doing. Bring out Chinese-only cars. Add variety and change your product philosophy to suit the Chinese market. Important notice. There was a time when whatever happened in the US dictated what will happen in the rest of the world. In the EV space, China is now that guy. China is now that place. Therefore, Tesla China can revive Tesla America and the rest of the world by just being competitive in China alone and tapping into that ecosystem to not just fight for their China market share but invariably for the world market. There is a fair chance Tesla has a fighting chance in the world market, but only if they switch their product philosophy after Tesla China, assuming they buy into the Tesla China thing. Extinction option. Tesla is in the real danger of becoming a fossil company that set the tone of the EV space. All they need for this to become very likely is to do nothing. The China EV industry has pushed the envelope. They are now in the driver's seat. But it is a China thing and Tesla is in China. Somebody needs to tell them that they do not have any excuse for failure because they are already in China.